Now we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty of what Indians are all about.
I still say we Indian people are believers in the truth. This is the way of life that was given to your people. You're born an Indian, you're going to die an Indian. Indianness is a good life. You're facing an Indian this afternoon.
Good Saturday afternoon out there, everyone, and welcome to your #1 source for Native American television news, Native News Today. I'm Jason Salzman, your host, and we, as you can see, are out here under the big driller. That can only mean one thing: the River Spirit Expo Center, the Tulsa State Fair 2014. They've made it bigger and better for everyone, and there is a very, very big tribal presence at the for the Muskogee Creek Nation here at the Tulsa State Fair. As you can see, you go inside, you can see our big booth there, lots of culture represented. We're going to get into so many great things that are happening throughout these 2 weeks here in Tulsa at the Tulsa State Fair. You know, it's a great thing. So many families, they come out, they want to get the corn dog or take the kids for the rides and stuff like that. And that's all wonderful. That's the reason, you know, we go to the fair. That's the things we know most about the fair. But also, and specifically with the Muskogee Creek Nation's presence and booth, there's also a chance for education, some about culture, about the people that made Tulsa a city in the first place, Tulsa Town, you know, from our origins, the Council Oak Tree. It's a great thing, though, to be able to share that part of the culture with the folks that are stopping by the booth. We've got a great show lined up with all kinds of different material from in and around the fair that we thought would be very neat for to show you folks at home. Not only is the booth actually showing some stuff from Native News Today, which, hey, we want to thank them for that. Always great when somebody could see us out of the confines of their own home. Spread the word out there about the great things we're doing for your #1 source for Native American television news. But also, they have different prizes they're giving away, some things from different departments, pamphlets, information on the tribe, which is very vital for people out there that are tribal members but may have a disconnect with their tribe and the services it provides. But it's very neat to be able to have that at the fair. But also, as you go over to the other parts of our booth, you can see a listing of artists that are going to be doing different kinds of Muskogee art, whether it's basket making, finger weaving, ball stick making, all kinds of Muskogee artists, even flute making, Nelson Harjo. That's what I really think sets our booth apart from a lot of the other booths, is that ability to have those artists there sharing a little bit about our culture and what goes into it. We'll talk with Sandy Fife Wilson. A lot of people know the Fife family in the Muskogee Creek Nation. Her sister Phyllis was actually just inducted last year into the Muskogee Hall of Fame, but they're all artists, and Sandy Fife Wilson has been an art teacher at Moore Schools for several years. She is actually the reigning Muskogee Women's Leadership Initiative Artist of the Year, and she was finger weaving finger weaving at the booth throughout this week and telling people a little bit about it. We'll have something with her. We'll have information with her. We'll also talk with another Muskogee artist, Mr. Jimmy Deere. He's going to be making ball sticks or showing people what goes into it, really explaining a lot about ball stick making, what it means to our people, why you need to do it with your hands, and it really is a meaningful thing to be able to make those and put all of yourself into them. And we'll also be speaking with the Pasatopa family, powwow dancers. They love to go around, educate people about why they dance, what each dance means, what they're wearing, not the fact that it's just pretty and nice to look at, but what it means, and educate people about why they're wearing those traditional dress and why they're wearing those powwow materials that people see so many times and may not know what it means. They are there to educate. We'll talk with the Pasatopa family about stopping by for a powwow exhibition at the Muskogee booth, and we'll talk, when we come back from this first break, we'll talk with Sarah Thompson. She is the marketing supervisor for the Tulsa State Fair, and she'll talk about this great partnership that is Tulsa State Fair, Muskogee Creek Nation, City of Tulsa, all together. Just a great thing. We're so happy to be here this week, so don't go anywhere. We've got an exciting show. We're going to take our first break. We'll be right back with the rest of Native News Today.
Hi, I'm George Tiger, Principal Chief of the Muskogee Creek Nation. We are excited once again to present the Muskogee Hall of Fame Induction Gala. This year's event will be held at the River Spirit Event Center on the banks of the beautiful Arkansas River in Tulsa. You're invited to come and join us as we enshrine the most worthy and notable individuals into the Muskogee Hall of Fame. The formal gala will be held on Saturday, October 18th at 7 p.m. and will include a silent auction and dinner. Dressed as black tie or cultural traditional. Proceeds of the annual event benefit the Muskogee Creek Nation Higher Education Scholarship Foundation and the Muskogee Festival. Once again, join us as we benefit this most worthy cause.
Pumunakadat nak aja gidomen, ajai jahaniat, omen ibuwakidos.
Danielsen ogitskish, bonshongi benoat, bomio boshomizatlish.
Momesh, harishongigo imongin, hobidagi ani omaga, bomaha hoye imongin oma bonshomegigosh. For more information about Muskogee language preservation, please call us at 918-732-7724.
Looking for your next 18-hole adventure? Then take a look at Fountainhead Creek Golf Club. Nestled in the beautiful confines of Lake Eufaula State Park, large sloping greens and well-placed bunkers characterize the Muskogee Creek Nation's Floyd Farley designed course and offers a fine test of skill for any golfer. Stay up on all the latest gear and equipment with a visit to our pro shop. Have lunch at the Turn at the Clubhouse Grill. We're waiting to accommodate you at Fountainhead Creek. Give us a call at 918-689-3209 or visit fountainheadgolf.com to book your next round. Fountainhead Creek Golf Club, close to home, far from ordinary.
We believe if you teach a man to fish, you can feed him for a lifetime. We believe that transitioning convicted citizens back into our communities enhances public safety. We believe that every citizen, even ex-prisoners, are important and are capable of change. We believe in reclaiming our citizens and investing them back into a culture that embraces healing and restoration.
We believe
In reintegration.
Welcome back to Native News Today. We're here at the River Spirit Expo Center again. Great place, lots going on, and I'm now joined by Sarah Thompson. She's the marketing supervisor for the Tulsa State Fair. Sarah, thank you so much for being with us.
I'm glad to be here.
You guys are really working a lot right now, running around, lots of stuff to do, but it's just because there's so many things out here and exhibits. Just talk about a little bit what goes into putting this fair on and now the feeling when it's finally able to, show to the world.
Sure. We plan year-round for the fair, so there's a lot that does go into it. We have 800 plus vendors out here, a lot of rides and exciting attractions. Now that it's open, we feel really great. We've got through our first weekend, and we're really enjoying the participation from our community.
What's neat, too, is all the different things you see out here. You see, a butterfly house. You see, big trucks out there, neat stuff to buy, stuff that you see on TV, and then you go, oh, that's where it comes, the state fairs. But really, it's unique in that we're in Indian country, 39 federally recognized tribes in Oklahoma, and a big presence here from the Muskogee Creek Nation. Talk about what this booth offers actually for the people that come in that can be educated.
Well, it's a great educational opportunity and attraction. So when we are booking things for the fair, we're looking for something with variety, and that's going to bring some unique experience to our patrons. This booth definitely does that. We have great exhibits here, and it's been a fantastic partnership for us.
A lot of people too walking by, and they have a chance to not only see some of the programs offered at the tribe, but also culture. We have people here making ball sticks, weaving, doing baskets, and we have our exhibits up as well. So there's a little bit of everything.
There is, and in addition to the booth, we have the stage downstairs, which is the Muskogee Creek Nation stage. It has a lot of cultural entertainment, and last night I was even walking by while a flute player was performing, and it was fantastic.
Wow, did you just stop in your tracks and go, oh, I feel like Pocahontas canoeing down the river right now? No.
Not quite, because I was on my way to get a corn dog, so there wasn't anything that was really going to stop me at that point.
Okay, awesome. Now, she mentioned the corn dog. There's a lot of foods out here, including Indian tacos, a lot of traditional native food that they'll actually be having at some vendors, but there's some quirky foods too. I think there's like a scorpion pizza.
There is. That's probably the most unique and thrilling, I guess you could say, but I'm definitely not going to be trying that.
Pizza's one of those things that, you know, sometimes it can burn your mouth. So why add a scorpion into that?
You know, I'm not sure. Maybe just for the thrill.
She hasn't had it yet, but you have ate worms, I guess?
I did. They offer a millworm pizza as well. And since I really like pizza, I didn't want to ruin that by eating a worm. So I went just for the worm, and it was all right.
No,
I still like dirt.
She's still here, you know, she's fine, everything's good. But no, Sarah, obviously it's a unique partnership that you all at the Tulsa State Fair have with the tribe, and really I think we're one of the only tribes that are in sponsorship with you guys and in partnership with not only having the stage and things, but talk a little bit about what goes into not only, you know, acquiring that and working with the Creek Nation, but what the experience has been like.
It's been fantastic for us. Each year we evaluate our programming and look for ways to improve. We want to bring a new attraction as well as educational exhibits, and partnering with the tribe has been just the perfect fit for us. We're able to hit both of those and provide a quality entertainment option for our guests.
Awesome, awesome. Well, it's all happening here. This is, of course, Saturday, so not very much time left to get out to the fair to have a great time. And so everybody out there, if you're watching us, you still got a little bit of time. The fair will be running till tomorrow, so come out, check things out. Definitely want to stop by this Muskogee Creek Nation booth. Great spot. And Sarah, I know you're very busy, so we'll let you run, but can't thank you enough for being with us and being here talking about this great facility and also this wonderful event.
Thank you very much for having me.
You bet. Okay, well, I talked about the booth and some of the cultural activities that we're going to be having here. One of those is our featured artists that are going to be doing some Native American basket weaving, finger weaving, going to be doing some ball sticks. One of those artists is Artist of the Year, Muskogee Creek Nation Artist of the Year from the Women's Leadership Initiative, Miss Sandy Fife Wilson. She's doing finger weaving. We visited with her a little bit about her art form and sharing it with the folks here at the fair.
Today I'm demonstrating finger weaving, which is a traditional technique of weaving done by a lot of the eastern tribes, southeastern tribes. The Creeks did it, and trying to educate people on some of the traditional techniques done by the Creek Indians and show how intricate a lot of the things are, the weaving, because people just are used to just going and buying things and they don't know what all goes into the work, how much time and skill goes into the actual weaving. And unlike loom weaving, this one you touch every thread every time it's going across, you touch every thread that you're using instead of just weaving all up and down at the same time. With the finger weaving also, you can get designs that you can't get on the loom without a lot of work, because the finger weaving, you can get chevrons, diamonds, zigzags, arrowheads, lightning, all kinds of designs and patterns, different sizes and everything. It takes a lot of time, and there aren't a lot of people who want to spend their time doing something that takes, you know, like this finger weaving is a lot slower than weaving on a loom. I also want to put a plug in for the College of the Muskogee Creek Nation, Muskogee Nation, because I took my shell carving classes there under Dan Townsend one summer, and I loved doing that, using the old pre-Columbian designs from the southeast. And I took a flute making class from Nelson Harjo and creek baskets. Well, I took a creek pottery class from Mary Smith, and she also taught me to do the creek baskets with river cane. So I've learned a lot. You never stop learning and sharing. My mother was an artist and art teacher, and she went to art teacher training in Santa Fe, New Mexico when she was out of high school and college. And so she learned a lot of the different techniques, skills, pottery, weaving, painting, just everything. And so when we were growing up, when we were little, she always had us doing something, and we're never bored, and she always would teach us, go down and dig some clay out of the down black land, and how to get it ready, and how to weave and how to paint. And my sisters are artists, and my brother carves, and it's just part of our life, because she taught us how to do all of these things that, were part of our culture, and she just kind of passed it on to us. And when I went to school in Santa Fe, New Mexico at the Institute of American Indian Arts, I took traditional techniques from Josephine Wapp. And she's still living, she's like 104 years old now, but she taught me more about the finger weaving and some of the different patterns and everything. And so I've just really loved doing it. I've been here several years, and I always meet a lot of people who are fascinated with Indians overall. But they like seeing this and learning a little bit more about the people who were here, who were the Native Americans and what they do. But there are a lot of people who ask about having lessons and, or relate some of their background, or they say, well, wasn't so-and-so Park Creek, and I've seen something like that before, and I didn't know what it was, and but it's a chance to teach and inform people, educate, but it's fun. I enjoy it.
All right, we hope you enjoyed that look there. Sandy Fife Wilson doing some finger weaving. Now joined by, in the booth, Mr. Jimmy Deere. He will be here doing some cultural demonstrations and really telling people about ball stick making. And Jimmy, you've been doing this probably a real long time. Just talk a little bit about how you got into it.
Basically, it was something that I felt that I needed to be done, because my mentor, he was getting old, and it felt like it was my turn to go ahead and start making these, what they call tagunhi, and sometimes they call them ball sticks, but the real interpretation of tagunhi is called curved stick, because it's curved on where they catch the ball and everything. But, then I felt like basically, I'm not for sure, I'm about the last one that doesn't use any type of power tool, and the only power tool I use is when I have access to a chainsaw. But other than that, I use all hand tools, done by hand, and I felt that doing this, it's more or less the traditional way, and the way the elders used to do that, and that is something that I want to keep. And I have been wanting to get in touch with some type of program that Creek Nation has, and to have a school, but I haven't been able to get around to doing that and teach these younger ones. And I'm 65 years old right now, and it's going to be something, once I'm gone, that'll be lost, all done by hand. But there is other ones that do it by hand, but they use power tools, but I won't say who that is. But
the only power tools you got is right here, these arms.
Yes, my arms and my brain and my hands, and a lot of things that that traditionally that's something that was real sacred, that was told by me that a man within the Creek tribe should have a pair of ball sticks and a bow and arrow, because time would come back to what they call the horse and buggy days, but that day hasn't came yet. But it is something that is sacred to me and sacred within the tribe, and our tribe has had these before even Columbus ever came ashore on the East Coast, when he was lost, more or less. That's what it's told by me. So these ball sticks that we use for game, and there's about 2 different types of games that we play. One is social, and before and during that is men, from the old men all the way down to the youngest girl is able to play that game. And then at this time of year, where our stomp dancer season is almost over with, we've only got about 16 ceremonial grounds, but not every ground plays this game. But it's called the Little Brother of War, and that is played this time of year when our season's almost over with. And that game there, back in the day, they didn't know whether they was going to walk off the field or not. But
pretty rough.
Yeah, I guess pretty rough. Even nowadays, getting the ball and they swing at each other's sticks, and during that type, they accidentally hit each other's hands and arms and stuff. But we try to refrain from that nowadays because the man has to try to support his wife and kids by working every day from through the week.
And what's it been for you being? What's it been like for you being here at the fair? Just getting to see a lot of people come by that maybe never even seen a pair of ball sticks before, and getting to, I guess, learn them up a little bit, as you would say, about our culture, our heritage, what goes into it. And that gives you a chance when they stop by and they see them and they go, whoa, what are these things? And they may not know. That gives you a chance then to tell them. And then there goes somebody down the road that knows a little bit more about us as Muskogee people. I think that can only help, don't you?
Yes. That's being proud of who I am, to let them know that we're still here and able to make these ball sticks and give them an idea of the game, the two different types of games that we still play today. And it's not, and in our Creek world, it's being real proud of letting them know of what it is, and not so they won't be able to read it in the history book, and it's just orally handed down from me, and then I try to hand it down to other people that stop by, so they'll know that as Muskogee people, the Creek tribe, that we're still able to play these games even in 2014.
Absolutely. It's a great thing. I'm so glad that you're here today, and so glad for all these other artists that are making baskets, finger weaving, showing a lot of our culture out here to folks that come by, want to ask about it. And you'll be out here the rest of the day, and we'll have artists here at the Muskogee Creek Nation booth. You can't miss it. It's right here as you walk in to the River Spirit Expo Center, and it's a great thing. If you really want to know a little bit about our culture and really the art that goes in to making things that belong in our custom, and to, like Jimmy said, to learn a little bit about why we play, when we play, things like that. It's a great thing. It's a great educational tool. Jimmy, thank you so much for showing us and sharing us a little bit about what you do with these ball sticks, and we appreciate it so much.
Okay. Thank you. Madu.
All right. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Native News Today.
Chahojefkat Paul Fixakodos. I'm able to preach in English and Muskogee, our language too, so there's not many that does that today. When I was growing up, that's all we had, Muskogee language, and that's all they preach. I could talk my language when I was small. When I grew up, I could understand what they were saying. We don't want to lose that, language, especially our songs, our native songs and the Muskogee hymns. We want to keep them.
I'm Principal Chief George Tiger of the Muskogee Creek Nation with my good friend Anthony Phillips. As a consensus All-American, an academic All-American, and a national champion at the University of Oklahoma, Anthony knows the importance of balancing the athletic and academic arenas.
That's right, Chief. Statistics show that student athletes are more goal-oriented and are higher achievers in school. Success requires a balanced approach and plenty of support.
The Muskogee Creek Nation supports our student athletes.
Okay, that'll wrap us up here from the fair. Another episode of Native News Today, but we got a special treat now, joined by Mike Pasatopa and family. Mike, talk a little bit about and introduce everybody here, but you guys getting ready to do a great exhibition here at the Creek Nation booth.
Yes, we're the Pasatopas, also known as the Dancing Eagles, and I'm the featured fancy dancer. Right here beside me here is my son, Michael Paul. He's going to be doing most of the singing for us. Next to him is his baby sister, Heaven Joy Pasatopa. Down on the end is Lisa, my wife, and she's a jingle dancer, fancy shawl dancer, and
Absolutely. You guys look great. There's a lot of people here excited, but you not only get a chance to travel around and do this at different things for exhibitions and whatnot, but it's also a chance to teach, as we talked about just a little bit ago.
Yes, we go into the public schools and colleges, universities, and sharing with the culture awareness, lots of culture, presenting what we do, and teaching, why we're dressed this way, why we dance, explaining things, the protocol that it takes to, go out and present something like this. And it's just an awareness. So, sometimes, even though we dance, we perform, we entertain, we consider ourselves cultural educators, to present our native culture and represent our people.
Yes. And we're so glad you guys are doing it. It's a great thing, and so happy to have you on the show. Now, everybody out there watching us, if they wanted to get the Pasatopa family to come on over or come to something, how would they be able to get a hold of you guys? Is there any way they can contact you?
Well, we have an email address, eaglewings3@cox.net, and we're also in the phone book, Mike and Lisa Pasatopa, 918-224-2442.
Awesome. Sounds good. Well, you know what? We're not going to hang you up anymore here. There's all kinds of people out here. You can't see my camera. All kinds of people out here waiting for you guys to dance for us. And certainly thank you guys for stopping by with us. Great thing you're doing, and we're so glad to be able to showcase it.
Maro.
All right. Maro, Inga. Thank you guys. All right. The Pasatopa family here at the Tulsa State Fair. We're going to let them do their thing. A lot of people are excited about it. We'll see you guys next Saturday. Hope you enjoyed being with us at the Tulsa State Fair.
Thank you.